friends, what's up? Welcome back to another video. I hope you're having a great week. You know, I think it's important to declare that you're gonna have a good week because your whole mindset is just in a much better place instead of being like, all right, well, it's Monday again. You know, like just say, I'm gonna have a good week. It's gonna be filled with opportunities and blessings and I accept them all. Cool, and I wish that for you. This week, I'm gonna be talking about what it's like to work from home. I'm sure you're aware, if you're new here, I work from home. I work for a company called Zephyr. I'm a content quality analyst, so I'm basically watching a lot of media and marking things safer and unsafe from an advertiser's perspective, and my job is constantly evolving, constantly in the social media world, which is cool, what I want, in the pursuit of also becoming an actor. So, you know, right now things are whatever with Delta and some other variants, possibly. I'm not up to date on who's taking over next, but I work from home and I probably will be for a while. I did go into the office for the first time and work this past Friday, and it was lovely. I worked with some of my female coworkers, and then after we went out to get drinks, and it was just really, really nice, really good time. There's some wonderful people. But most of the time I'm here by myself working, and it's very nice. At first, I was really in love with it, and then I have since become aware of some of the things that aren't so great about working from home and some things that are great. So I'm just gonna tell you what it's really like to work from home. If you guys are ready, go ahead and give this video a big thumbs up, hit the subscribe button, and hit the bell to get notified anytime I post, and let's get to it. Side note, I'm kind of running out of clothes to wear for videos that you haven't seen. This dress is something I thrifted my senior year of high school in Minnesota, and it's still looking real cute. It's like lace up top. It's a wonderful dress. I haven't bought clothes, like gone clothes shopping in over a year. And a lot of the clothes I have are still from high school because I really haven't grown in height or changed in weight a little, but then I lost it and I'm pretty much the same size I was in high school. I need some new clothes, so I'm gonna go shopping sometime. Anyway, okay, into what we're gonna talk about. So one of the best things from working from home is that you can work from your bed. I kind of work in 4 main spots in my home. Most of the time I start in my bed, I then go to the kitchen table because I'll eat breakfast. I then go to my desk, and then most of the time I finish work here on my couch. I don't like to be in one place for too long. I also have never had a job that allows me to sit for as long as I do, so I change it up. Anytime I can, I will go to the bathroom or I'll go stand in my kitchen. I have actually put my laptop on top of my microwave to work sometimes because I want to stand, and I get bored sitting all day long. And that's something that I didn't realize would really have an effect on my body, is how much I'm sitting and I'm working in various places and not necessarily demonstrating the best posture all the time. So it's easy to allow yourself to slouch and slump and like sit in ways that are gonna harm my body. But it is nice to pick up your laptop at 8 a.m. and still be in bed in your pajamas and be like, dee, 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 dee. Along with kind of like sitting in bed to work. It's very easy to work in your pajamas okay, so you sleep the night before, you go to work, you go to sleep that night, and then you wear the pajamas again the next day at work. So it's very easy to wear the same clothes for multiple days. I'm not dirty, it just happens. And I know many other people who work from home experience this. The only time I really show my body is like from here up on a Zoom call, and I will put on like my blue light glasses and part my hair and make myself look presentable, and that's pretty much all I'll do. I mean, yes, I wash my face and brush my teeth, la la la. Yeah, it's real easy to work like a nasty person. And you have to force yourself to put on some jeans, maybe put on a nice top. And if you really, really like yourself, put on a bra. That's something. That's a work day right there. So working from your bed and also in your pajamas is a nice perk. It can also be a little detrimental to getting a little lazy, which I have been. At first when I started, I would wake up every morning, do my hair and makeup, try and eat breakfast beforehand. But now I definitely don't do that. I wash my face, brush my teeth, put on my lotion. I'll eat breakfast as I work because I'm not waking up earlier than I have to eat, because now I'm not even really hungry at like 8 a.m., which I know, like looking back on when I was in high school, you had to eat before you went to school because you can't eat in class, which is such an obscure thing, I feel like. I don't know. I feel like people should be able to snack, but that's okay, you know, it's whatever, in the past. But now I definitely, most of the time, will always eat as I work or snack. And that's something that you can kind of get lost in. Your kitchen is right there and you don't have a boss watching you to say whether or not it's lunchtime or when you can and can't eat. So you can just go to the kitchen and grab snacks whenever, and you're kind of eating a little bit more than you need to. And that's something that I've worked on. At first I was just kind of going for it because I was like, yeah, nobody can see me, I'm gonna eat. But now I'm like, I don't need a snack every 20 minutes. Maybe every 2 hours, but yeah, I don't need to do that. So we have working from our bed, PJs, eating, and let me tell you, I had no idea when you work from home how many distractions there are and how hard it is to fight giving into those distractions. So yes, I'm working from home and I don't necessarily have eyes on me. And if I have my phone beside me, I will check it anytime I get a text, Snapchat, Instagram message, TikTok notification, whatever. So what I have to do, or what I've had to do, is turn off my Snapchat notifications, turn off my Instagram notifications. I do have my text notifications on, but most of the time I'll keep my phone on nighttime mode, which is basically you just don't get a notification every time somebody contacts you. And I will leave my phone somewhere else, because it's not that I don't do my work, it's just like I shouldn't be checking my phone as much as I could just because I'm working from home. With other jobs, you know, you have a manager there and they can see you, but like when you're at home, you're really holding yourself accountable and making sure that you get done what you need to get done for the day, and honestly act as if somebody is watching you. And that's something that is easy to do, is to act as if nobody's watching you and you're like, oh, let me check my phone, let me do this, let me clean this, let me, I don't know, go on a walk. And it's like, no, I have a job to do, let me do my job. But some great things about working from home is that I've only ever had jobs in customer service, like retail or food, and I do not miss dealing with customers. You know, I think everybody believes that they're, oh, I'm a good customer, I would never treat people poorly, but a lot of people do. There wouldn't be as many horror stories as there are if everybody was just great to everybody. So, you know, maybe check yourself next time you go out. I'm constantly checking myself as well, because once you know better, you do better. And that's what's part of being a good human, is being like, oh, maybe I wasn't right, or maybe I can do better. Maybe I need to put myself in other people's shoes, and you know, humility, whatever. I don't miss dealing with customers. Yeah, and I think that's one of the best things about working from home. I know that there are some work from home jobs where it's like customer service jobs where you're answering phone calls, sending emails, whatever, but my job, I'm just dealing with videos and content that's already made. So I just watch it, put in my input, my data, whatever I'm doing, and then I move on to the next thing. And that is just glorious. I also like working from home because I'm a homebody and I like being alone in my own space and doing things exactly when I want to do them and not having to conform to other people. You know, some people are such social butterflies that they need that, like they need somebody there to eat breakfast with them, talk with them, watch TV with them, but I don't need that. I don't. I really enjoy doing things on my own and doing them when I want to do them. And because I work from home, I can then decide later on if I need to get some social interaction. Because I know if you work in an office, you're having conversations because you have to, because you're around people. But because I'm not with people, I don't have to do that in my house. But if I want to do it after, I can, and that's great. That's the point I'm trying to make, is that I don't have to have conversations unless I want to. I mean, yes, I have a daily meeting with my bosses and coworkers and things like that, but it's not as much so as it normally is, where it's like, oh, how was your weekend? How's your baby? You get married? You know, whatever, I don't know. It's fine, but I like undoing it. I know a lot of people have heard or kind of talk about not having to set an alarm anymore when you work from home, which maybe to an extent that's true. I can log on later if I want to, but I still have to work an 8-hour day. So I try and log on as early as I can so that I can not get it over with, but put in my desired amount of time and then have some daylight and time after work to do other things that I would like to do. Because I know if I sleep in till 10:30 to start work, I then have to work until 6:37 to get my 8 hours in, and I don't want to do that. So I wake up early and just go ahead and get it done. You know, if that's your lifestyle, if you want to start late, get off late, and then stay up late, sure, I guess that's fine, but that's not me. Early bird catches the worm, and I live in Los Angeles, so I'm 3 hours behind East Coast, so I feel as if I'm trying to play catch up for everything that's happened within those 3 hours, and I don't know. I guess you don't have to set an alarm unless your job starts at a specific time. Mine doesn't, but I like to get on and go ahead and get my day started. I definitely do have background noise going because sometimes it can get a little monotone or depressing just working and not having any background noise. So most of the time I'll play like an indie playlist that I found on YouTube, or possibly sounds in nature that are also on YouTube, just to hear something, or maybe I'll just open the windows if it's not too hot out. I think that's something important that you don't really think about, because when you're home alone and there's nobody but you and you're working and you're like, why is it so quiet that I hear a ringing noise, you know? So I will always, not always, but most of the time play some background noise, or I will take breaks and I'll call my mom, or I'll step outside and check my mail or make my bed, or just do something to get some good energy air flowing. I don't know what that means, but get something going. With working from home, I know that there are a lot of liberties, especially for people who have families and they need to start work a little later because they have to take their kids to school and stop to go pick them up and then come back home and then log on again. So if you're in that kind of situation, I would definitely recommend finding an online job. If you're someone like me who's an actor, creator, an entrepreneur, like having flexible hours and a flexible schedule while also getting full benefits and a good paying job in the meantime while you're working towards other things is also very important. As I said earlier in the video, I hung out with some of my coworkers after work and they were like, oh, so your main goal is to most likely be an actress. Do you foresee yourself being at Zephyr for a while? And I was like, yeah, I thoroughly enjoy my job and I have no desire of just quitting because I book one acting gig. If I'm able to do both, I want to do both because I'm more than just one person and I'm skilled at more than just one thing. So I think it's okay to have more passions as long as you're able to devote yourself equally to them, then that's great. And I want to do that. I want to continue to evaluate content and to learn from it while also auditioning and pursuing other things that I care about. And I'm really thankful that I'm able to do that at Zephyr and I feel supported. I was literally telling my coworkers and we were all discussing about how lucky we are, but you know, with luck, the harder you work, the more luck you seem to have. And I worked really hard to get this job. So you create your own luck. And I feel like I'm really starting to understand that, because earlier in life I didn't really understand. I was like, why are some people just so lucky? And I was also 16 and had no idea about really anything. But the harder you work, the more prepared you are, and the nicer and kinder you are to people and adaptive you are, the luckier you will be. So I encourage you to be all of those things, and I promise you will have an abundance of luck. I believe that's really all I have to say about working from home. With anything in life, nothing's ever as you expect it to be. I remember thinking back on like what it would be like when I go to college, and my college experience was completely different from that. And now living in my first apartment, what it would be like, and my experience is completely different than what I imagined it. And the same thing goes for working from home. It's completely different than what I imagined it. Yes, there are some benefits that I really like, working in my bed, working in my PJs, grabbing snacks whenever, but then there's also a lot of distractions, holding yourself accountable, and I don't know, I don't really have another negative thing, but it's good all around, but with everything, yin and yang, ups and downs, but it's good. If you have any comments or questions about working from home, I would love to answer them. I'm all for helping other people, whether questions or any way that I can, so comment down below. And don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up, hit the subscribe button, and hit the bell to get notified anytime I post. And I'll see you guys here next time. As always, keep it positive. I'm hot.